Hey guys, welcome back. Bomb here, bringing you another episode of our Pokemon trading card game online, the PTCGO. It's been a minute, guys. It's been a minute since I last recorded one of these. This is my first solo one in a long time too. Ooh, hold up. But yeah, it's been a while. This whole past 3 weeks, because it was today I'm recording this. It's probably not gonna go for a while, but I'm recording this on the 27th, I believe. And I've been doing my Ramadan nonsense, been fasting for a bit, but because of that, I have had very little chances to like record during the daytime, and I can't record at nighttime because I don't actually own my computer that I used to record with. So it's been a hassle because I have no motivation because I'm so hungry all the time. And I've been like stressing out because of MPL, which by the way, go check out the MPL and CPL videos. Those are league tournament battles. If you guys are into like Wi-Fi battles or showdown battles, you can go check those out. But today, I know I already did this once. I'm not too sure. I think I did this once on the channel already, but we're gonna actually go over my Metal Mew deck. The reason why we're going over it is because the couple changes have been made, and I'm still kind of changing it as I go. Plus, I wanna exploit its weaknesses and things like that. And I really like this deck. There's been a lot of success with Genesect Bronzong decks as of late, especially in like I think Canadian Nationals. There was like 3 of them in the top 8. So I figured we go. It's a good as time of any. As good of a time as any to go over this deck. So the point of this deck is Genesect. Rapid Blaster does 100 damage plus 20 more for each steel energy you discard. So you can load that up with Bronzong, Metal Link Bronzong, which I'll go over in a second. It also has a cool ability, Drive Change, meaning that once per turn you can put a Pokemon tool back into your hand that's attached to this Genesect, which is really useful. I didn't think this card was going to be as good as it was, but this card ended up exploding in the meta. So I really like this card. I'm glad it did as well as I was hoping it would. I mean, a good Genesect makes me happy. So we're gonna go over the deck. It's very different from when I originally had it, guys, so bear with me. There's quite a few changes. We're gonna go over them right now. I'm running 2 Shaman EX. You guys know Shaman EX, expensive card, but oops. But the ability to set up is really useful. Plus, you can use Sky Return. So setup means you draw cards until you have 6 in your hand. So if you empty your hand, drop the Shaman, and then you draw more cards. It's really helpful for that momentum. And then Sky Return, return this card and all cards attached to it. Return this Pokemon and all cards attached to your hand, which means if your Shaman is damaged, you put it back into your hand. If they can't OHKO it, Sky Return puts the energies or the tools that are also attached to it back into your hand. That has its benefits, especially when you see the other cards I'm comboing with. We have Aegislash. If you're running a steel deck, you're going to want this Aegislash in it. With Mighty Shield, it prevents all damage done to you by Pokemon that have any special energies, i.e. a Pokemon like double colorless, like Joltix from Night March, double dragons like Giratina, special fighting energies, strong energies I think is what they're called, like Lucario and Zygarde and things like that. It prevents all damage done to them. They have to use cards like Hex Maniac and things to get over it. And then Slash Blast does 20 damage for each steel energy attached to this Pokemon. 20 more damage, I mean. So if you have 3 steel type energies, if you have 3 steel type energies attached to this Pokemon, you're doing 100 damage. So awesome. It really comes in handy in this deck. It's really useful. Up next, we are playing 4 Bronzor. I do like this Bronzor the best. Iron Defense is just proven to be super duper useful. Plus, Hammering can do damage. You know, whatever. 2 energies for 20 damage. Hit those fairies for super effectively. So we play 4 of these. I had this at 3 at some point. I found 4 to be really useful. Once again, I'm still messing around with what I want in this deck. It's not completely balanced as of yet, and you can see. I guess we'll show you in the matches. What things I might want to change, what things I want to get rid of, things like that. We're playing one of the Bronzongs from Fates Collide. This is the Metal Fortress one. Prevent all effects of your opponent's attacks, including damage done to your bench Pokemon. Now, this is actually really interesting. The ruling of Bronzong came out official as of, I think, yesterday. So, if you were to have this Metal Fortress Bronzong on your bench, and say you have, your opponent's playing, what's it called? Your opponent's playing Greninja, alright? If your opponent's Greninja goes for Shadow Stitching, then all of your bench Pokemon do not get affected by it, which means that if you were to drop something from your hand to your bench, such as a Shaman, you still have that ability, even though Shadow Stitching would turn it off because it's going onto your bench. So you can use cards like Shaman with Bronzong on the bench, which is really nice. Also stops things like poison and well, it doesn't really matter if you're on your bench, but the thing is, if you become active, your ability does get turned off. So say if I were to have a metal link Bronzong, which are these right here, if it no that's not it. If it were to become active, then I would lose its ability. But this Metal Link Bronzong is kind of like the bread and butter of the deck. Once during a turn, you may attach a Steel type energy card from your discard pile to one of your bench Pokemon. Steel energy. I'm gonna call it Steel because I'm used to the game. So it's cool. You constantly attach energies from your discard pile, which come in really handy, especially if you use Genesect's Rapid Blaster, which means you can discard energies to do more damage, so you can constantly put energies back in discard pile. And then we're running one Bronzong Break. At first, I didn't like this card, but ended up coming through. I feel like it comes through really, really nicely in a lot of matchups. Bronzong Breaks Metal Rain. What it does is you can discard as many Steel type energies as you like, and for each one you discard off this Pokemon, you can do 30 damage to any Pokemon you like. Say, for instance, my opponent's playing Night March. They have like 2 Joltix and a Pumpkaboo on the bench, or the Pumpkaboo is active and there's two Joltix on the bench. I can do 30 to one Joltik, knocking it out, 30 to another Joltik, knocking it out, and then 32 times to a Pumpkaboo, knocking it out. So I'm essentially, by getting rid of 4 energy, I'm knocking out 3 Pokemon at the same time. So it's really nice for the Night March matchup. It's also nice for like late game if you want to pick off its smaller Pokemon. Say like, I've been in a lot of situations where Bronzong Break has won me games late game. It also adds up, so you can do like 30 damage and like 5 energy there, where that way you're doing 150 damage to one Pokemon with things like that. So yeah, it's a really, really cool card. It's a one of in the deck for me, just because I feel like it's only useful in very few matchups. Night March being a big one, which is, you know, whatever. And then for me, I personally like running 2 Mews in my deck. What's cool about Mew is it pairs really, really, really well in this deck, especially with cards like the what's it called, the Genesect, which I think is really, really interesting. What it does is, with Memories of Dawn, you're able to copy the attacks of your basic Pokemon, specifically your Genesect, and in some cases your Shaman and your Aegislash. And what makes Mew even more interesting is that it has a free retreat cost. So the goal right now is to get 3 of these Bronzongs on the bench, 1 Genesect, 1 Mew active, and the other Mew on the bench. So the Mew that's active will attack, get rid of all 3 of its energies. That's the end of your turn. All right. The following turn, you would use 3 Bronzongs, attach all 3 of those energies to the one on the bench, retreat the active Mew to the benched Mew, and then attack again. And then you continuously do that over and over again because you have that free retreat. So that comes in handy. Plus, Encounter is really nice too. If you like, at the end of the turn, you want to use it to grab a Bronzong or a Shaman or a Genesect, or really any Pokemon. Just because you need so many Pokemon to make these games work really well, it's pretty nice. We also run 3 battle compressors. I like 3. 4 is too much. In fact, I almost want to cut this down to 2, but we'll see how it works. Just be able to get all your energies back in the discard pile. That's kind of nice for that, as well as like emptying cards. Like, it's not every game you're going to need this Bronzong, not every game you're going to need this Bronzong Break, not every game you're going to need your Stadium. So it's handy for that. 3 level balls. Level ball gets you all of your Bronzors, all of your Metal Link Bronzongs, and all of your Mews. So level ball is nice. 2 super rods. If I'm in a game, I'm running 2. 2 is not usually something you see often, but if you're in a matchup where you have to, where your Bronzongs keep dying, your Bronzors keep dying, and you want to keep recycling those Pokemon, which is why I'm running 2 for the time being. I might cut this down to 1, depending. I'm really afraid of item lock, so hopefully we do face an item lock deck at some point. Oh, at least I do on my own or something like that. That way I can see how this deck fares against item lock. It doesn't look like it fared too well, but you never know. 1 switch, because switching is always nice, especially with status conditions and things like that. 3 trainer mails for consistency. 4 ultra balls, because ultra balls is really, really good. 4 VS seekers, because VS seeker is really, really good, gets you your supporters back into your hand. And then ultra ball is good because it discards the cards in your hand to grab Pokemon. In most cases, you're going to be discarding the energy so that you have something to get with Bronzong. AZ picks up your Pokemon. These Pokemon have relatively high HP. 180 on Genesect is really good for an EX. Combine that with the Fighting Fury Belt, that gives you 40 more. You'll survive hits. So in AZ, what you can do is that you can put the item of Genesect back into your hand using its ability. Then use AZ to put the Genesect back into your hand. Therefore, you're fully restoring your Genesect. Then you can put it right back down and start all over again. Hex Maniac. What's cool about Hex Maniac is that all of our abilities are actually very, very heavily based on timing. So what you do is that you use your abilities first, and then you play the Hex Maniac, turning off abilities for your opponent. That way it doesn't affect you negatively either, because you can play it after you've finished using all your abilities. Lysander, because Lysander is a great supporter. Switch one of your bench Pokemon with one of their active Pokemon. It wins you games. That's all there is to it. And another thing, wins you games. 2 Ends, 3 Sycamores, that's my draw supporters. So it's 5 draw supporters right there. Discard, you have 7 in your hand. It's good in this deck. Discarding is never really a bad thing, especially since we run 2 Super Rod. I believe we're running, let me actually check. Let me do this. I believe we're running 2 Skyfield. You don't really need too many stadiums in this guy. Skyfield is nice because you don't have to worry about filling up your bench too badly. And if they do get rid of Skyfield, all you have to do is drop your Shamans or any other cards you're not going to need that game, like an extra Genesect or like a Mew that just doesn't help you. I'm running 2 Fighting Fury Belt and then 3 Float Stones. I'm running 3 Float Stones because we run so many Bronzongs in this deck, and Bronzongs have a high retreat cost. I don't really want to use it. Plus, I can bounce it all around with my Genesects. And then I'm running 8 Steel Energies. I kind of want to up this up to 9, bump it up to 9. I feel like 8 is good. I might even drop it down to 7 if I feel like it's necessary, like if I need an extra Float Stone or something like along the lines of that. But that's the deck, guys. I guess we're gonna go ahead and get some matches. We'll be back when we get one. All right, looks like we're battling somebody that's using straight dark. Let's see how this goes. I don't know, it's weird. They don't even have any colorless in there, so they're not even running Shaman. They're just playing straight dark. I'm actually kind of interested to see how this goes. Dark decks are scary. Dark decks are really good. This is actually a really decent first turn hand, especially with our VS Seekers. I mean, I'm probably going to play an N because I want to put back the I want to put back the VS Seeker. It all depends on what how this first turn goes. Also, by the way, we're playing Erase the Town Without. It's a remix by Scythe Gang, so it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. Thought I'd point that out. Some people do ask me where I get my music from. Scythe Gang. I haven't made my my automatic thing in what's it called, in the description yet, so I should probably fix that at some point. Looks like we have all of our Shamans. We might be missing a Genesect. We are missing 1 Bronzong, unless it's in our hand, never mind. But I'm going to drop an N because I'm going to use it, and then I'm probably going to drop, let's see, I'll drop 2 energies. I don't see anything else I want to drop right now because I'm just going to use the N anyways. It doesn't matter. Yeah. And I'm not going to use a second Battle Compressor yet. That might come to play later. I'm just going to go ahead and do I want to get rid of this energy? I could get rid of a couple more energies. Other Battle Compressors price. I'll just use N for now. I don't want to rush anything. He just has straight Zora on the field right now. I don't know what else he's going to run in this deck. This might be that mysterious Zoroark only deck that I keep hearing about. I doubt it though. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna keep loading up the Bronzors. I don't need Mew yet. I don't feel like Mew's gonna do well this game, anyways. Because Mew has that bad thing of being a low HP Pokemon, so it doesn't always come to play very well. I'm gonna go ahead and drop Super Rod because we already have an extra one in the deck, and I want to draw off this Shaman. I'm gonna grab Genesect while I can. Yeah, we'll grab Genesect. I want to get Float Stone so that I can retreat this Bronzor. So that's why I'm going to be dropping these Shamans here soon. So go ahead and we'll draw for 5. I think I'm only going to drop 1 this turn. It depends what I get off this next one. We got a Mew. We got a Float Stone. Yeah, I think we're good. We don't really have to do anything else. Because I'm probably just going to end next turn. So I can, because I don't want to use any of these cards. I'm just going to use the Float Stone and that's it. So if I end next turn, I can get a whole new hand. And yeah, I think end's a decent play. I want to get all 3 Bronzongs next turn. That's my goal. Because if I can get all 3, I can fully set up the Genesect. The thing is, he can attack this turn. And if he wallies into Zoroark, he knocks out my Bronzor. Which is a bit unfortunate because one of my Bronzors are prized. So I do not want that happening, but there's not too much I can really do about it. So we're just going to go ahead and do our best here. I'm getting like a million messages from people. What's going on? Who's this? Oh, okay. There's just a bunch of people messaging me at once. Sorry about that. All right, so he puts on his Zoroark. Got that trainer mail going. He's getting Sycamore. So he attached an energy to the Zora too. Interesting that he chose to attach it to the Zora. But I mean, it's not a big deal. This might be Mono Zoroark. Reverse Valley. We'll be getting rid of that with Skyfield, hopefully. And he just ends our turn. Okay. Alright, cool. So we got at least one Bronzong right now. Oh, yeah, we do have all three in the deck. I forgot. I'm going to put it to the active one because I'm going to give this one a Floatstone anyways. I'm going to Metal Link up to this Genesect. And I want to keep all my cards. So I'm just going to go ahead and end this turn. I'll be supporting my opponent, but I like playing the end this turn. I don't want to drop any of these cards quite yet, to be completely honest. Unfortunately, we got no more Bronzongs off that, which really is not good. I do not like that happening at all. I could Battle Compressor. I don't really see a point in it yet. If he runs DCE, I'm going to keep that Aegis live. Yeah, this is not the greatest situation. I mean, okay, so the only good thing about next turn is that we can attack with Genesect next turn, but we can't. I shouldn't have left this Bronzong active, because if he evolves to Zoroark, then it's dead. Which he's going to. That was actually my misplay. I shouldn't have done that. 30, 60, 90, 120. It's going to do 130 damage. Luckily, it does get O-code by Genesect. The matchup is bad because we want to keep our bench full. This man's running Zoroark, and that's going to be doing a lot of damage to us. And of course, while I'm recording, people are doing yard work in the back. Of course. I'm sorry if you guys can hear that. You guys probably can too. Oh, he didn't even attack this turn. Interesting. Quick pause. Alright, so I'm going to try to make this match quick. Let's go ahead and retreat into the Genesect. I'm going to Lysander out the Zoroark. That's an immediate threat. And I'm going to Rapid Blaster it for knockout. I don't have to do any boosted damage. I just knock it out like this. The cool thing about Reverse Valley is that my Steel types take 10 less damage, so it doesn't even matter that he played this. We're getting a Fighting Fury build. That's really nice, actually. He's playing the Floatstone. Interesting that he plays it on the Yveltal. Not too sure why. The end is kind of nice just because there's nothing in my hand I want to use, and I don't have a Draw Supporter or a VS Seeker. So it's really, really nice to get that right now. We got that Bronzong. I'm not too sure how useful this Bronzong is going to be, so I'm probably not even going to play it. But we did get 2 VS Seekers, which is going to come in handy. We do top deck an energy, which is also really nice. I think at this point I'm actually safe to Sycamore, but I don't want to lose any VS Seekers. So I'm probably going to N again. Let's go ahead and let's do this real quick. I just want to see what's in the deck so I can get rid of things. I'll drop an energy and that's it. I just used the Battle Compressor. I just don't need to use the Battle I don't need the Battle Compressor back in my deck. So I think it's my best play. I'm going to go ahead and end and draw my 5. I'm giving him 2 extra cards, but at this point I don't want to lose anything because I have such a good lead right now. And I didn't realize I had another Battle Compressor, else I would have dropped that one too. What's good about this though is I can play the Ultra Ball, get rid of the Battle Compressor and the AZ because I'm probably not going to be using the AZ this game, and grab Shaman. I can grab another Bronzong. I could also grab another Genesect. What's in my hand right now? Skyfield. No, I'd rather grab Shaman. Because even though I'm giving him like a full bench, or like giving him a full bench to attack with Zoroark, I'm keeping a lot of momentum up. I need to get another Genesect though. We got an Aegislash. Aegislash in my opinion is just as good. So the reason why I like this right now is because I can do this. And then here's where it's really cool having the Mew. Because now I can Meta Link all of my energies to the Mew so that for future turns it can be the one that attacks. And by having all of this bench space being taken, if he does bump my stadium, I can just drop my 2 Shamans because they're liabilities right now. I don't want to use Trainer Mail because I have nothing I really need right now. I am doing 140 damage, I think. So I'm actually safe to retreat, keeping my Genesect really safe. And then I can actually knock this thing out just by getting rid of 2 energies. If I get a Fighting Fury Belt, that'd be kind of nice too. And I didn't get it. I'm just going to... I'll grab it so it freaks him out a bit. If I got the Fighting Fury Belt, I only have to get rid of 1 energy, which is why I did that. But we're going to go ahead and Rapid Blaster. We'll get rid of 2 and knock him out. And now we can set up this thing and give it a free retreat. More or less, and then we can just do that over and over again. So we don't even need 2 Mews in this scenario. We got a Super Rod. Doesn't really help us too much. I can pretty safely go for the Sycamore, I think, next turn. He's gonna knock us out this turn, but this is why it was okay for us to go with the Mew, because it gives them only 1 prize over 2, and then we keep our Genesect safe. Unless he Lysanders it out, of course, then it's an issue. But even that's not even an issue either, because we have Aegislash in the bench, which is our what's it called? Which will still do 100 damage just by having 3 energies attached. So it's still enough to OHKO these Zoroarks. And if I need to do that extra damage, I'll just attach 2 more energies, and that'll give me 140, which knocks out the Zoroark break too. Now our hand wasn't the worst. This hand is not much better than what we just had. I mean, the other hand had Sycamore, which is why I liked it more. Mind Jack for 220, because I believe that hits for weakness. So here we can safely go into Bronzong, set up Genesect, and knock him out with it. And we still got this back, which is really nice. I'm actually going to start loading up. Do I need to draw? I don't think I need to draw yet. We're going to go ahead and we're going to Meta Link up. We're only going to do 1 to Genesect because we don't need more than 1. And I'm going to do the rest to Aegislash, so I have an Aegislash ready. I'm going to keep these Floatstones in my hand too, because if he does like play Megaphone, I don't want to lose all of my Floatstones in the whole deck at one time. I could also, which I think I'm going to do, I'm probably going to play Hex Maniac this turn, just so I use a supporter this turn. Because I don't have to use any more. See, as you can tell, I already used my abilities, so I don't have any other abilities I want to use this turn. So I'm going to just play Hex, and I'm going to go ahead and use Rapid Blaster for knockout. This deck has been getting a lot more popularity. And it's a good deck, it's just, I feel like the deck's a little bit too situational, you know? But what do I know? I'm not the greatest at this game. Let's see, he's Battle Compressoring. He got rid of some supporters. A Hex Maniac of his own. I guess he wants to stop me from using my Bronzongs now. Who's he grabbing with Ultra Ball? He can't grab Shaman to like draw a new hand. So he's just... Oh wait, he doesn't even have Shaman in this deck. It's just straight Dark. So he's just stopping himself from losing every turn by continuously putting more Pokemon on the bench. Unfortunately, the Zoroark is going to knock us out if he gets a DCE. But we did get another Genesect, which is really nice for us. He has to get another DCE. He has to get a DCE to knock us out, though. And he gets a DCE, which is cool because we have Aegislash. And we still have our Bronzong here. And the Hex being over right now. Like, we're going to win this prize exchange is all I'm trying to say. Because, look, I think we're doing enough. We're definitely doing enough. We have Mew to put down. Even if he got rid of our stadiums, we have our... Even if he got rid of our float stones, we have the switch in our hand. We're going to go ahead and start attaching the Aegislash. So it's 100 damage. This is 120 damage. I believe it has 140 HP. Yes, it does. This makes it 140. We don't need to play Trainer Mail because, once again, we're not in a rush to do anything else right now. We just play this nice and easy because we win this matchup. And we're going to go ahead and Slash Blast for a knockout. We'll grab our prize. We'll see what it is. Ooh, it's a Sycamore. That's really nice. And I don't know if that was all of our opponent's Zoroarks or not, but that was an awfully large amount of Zoroarks that got knocked out that game. Yeah, 3. He just lost a 3-3 line. He might have one more in the deck. I don't know if playing 4 Zoroarks ever is a good idea, but I mean, who knows? Let's see what he can do, though. He does have the Fright Night Yveltal. I love this Yveltal so much. It's one of my favorite cards. He is just going to Oblivion Wing and attach energy there. It just turns off my abilities. It also does 60 damage to my EXs, which is a pain because of my Shamans. We do get the Bronzong break, though, which is kind of nice. How many energies do we have in here left? We have 2 left, so hopefully we can get another one later. I am just going to go ahead and 1, 2, 3, 4, we have 5 here, 2 in the discard pile. There should be 1 more in the deck somewhere. Oh, they're doing the thing again. God damn it, I thought they were done. Okay, we're going to try to finish this matchup really quick. They're doing more yard work. If I can get a VS Seeker, I'd rather knock out that Pokemon. And we get it. So let's go ahead and Lysander knock out the Fright Night Yveltal. Because it is a threat, it can knock out our Shamans if we give it the opportunity. So I'm going to go ahead and Lysander that Pokemon out and knock it out while I have the chance. I believe it's less than 140 HP. It is 130. Okay, and we're not playing any tools, so it's not a threat to us. So we're just going to go ahead and knock this thing out while we can. We're slowing down all of his momentum, make sure he doesn't get a chance to come back. It's not the way I like to play, but I want to end this match as soon as possible. That way I can pause and get another match once these people stop doing their yard work. He drops a DCE. He's grabbing the other Yveltal. That's going to be a problem for us. If he can set that up this turn, whew. Luckily we win if we knock this thing out. We do have 2. If he Lysander stalls us, we have 2 more float stones in the deck somewhere. So he would have to take out a Bronzong, I think. Something with a high retreat cost. Because I'm not... Oh, he goes with Shaman instead. That's actually bad. Like, if I were him, I would just do the Bronzong, because that's 2 retreat costs. If I just draw an energy, I can retreat the Shaman and then call it a game. Luckily for him, that's not the case. I am just going to play the switch. Instead of digging, I'll just switch it up and knock it out with Slash Blast for game. Alright, so I guess I'll be back whenever people decide to stop doing yard work. Alright, I think they're done. We're fading. Oh, another dark deck. Dark Steel colorless. This might be Weasels and Dads. It's Zoroark Break, Bronzong Break. It's a pretty good deck. It loses to things like Greninja Break, but a lot of things lose to Greninja Break right now. Unfortunately. I mean, things like Magirna EX and Team... What's it called? I can't remember off the top of my head. Rangers, that's what it's called. Rangers kind of mitigates that, but it's not the perfect answer. I can't wait to the new set though, guys. You have no idea. I'm going to try to get a lot of coins and then do like a 50 pack opening. I'm going to buy all of the packs with the coins that we get, and then I'm going to just do a huge pack opening video whenever that thing comes out. So be ready for that. He's playing Ho-Oh. Whoa. He's playing Ho-Oh. I wonder why he's playing Ho-Oh. It's like the 3rd or 4th time I've seen a Ho-Oh deck. People really, really want to make this Ho-Oh deck work. It'd be cool if Ho-Oh was a dual type Pokemon. I'm really excited for dual types too, just because of Rainbow Road Xerneas. I really want to make that deck work. I'm already concocting all sorts of ideas in my brain. I'm making up a plan right now. I'm really excited for it. This hand's pretty decent though. Nothing spectacular. If we can like top. Oh, he plays his own Skyfield. That kind of sucks for us. If you can top deck like an Ultra Ball or something, that'd be kind of nice. We can get a free Bronzor with this. Trainer Mail can get us something too. Hopefully we get like a draw supporter or something. Like maybe instead of like the Ultra Ball, we can get Sycamore. That'd be kind of nice. I wonder what he's gonna do in his first turn. He's playing Zoroark, Ho-Oh, Smeargle, Bronzong. It kind of looks like a clunky deck, but if he gets it running, then I mean it works. What can I say? The Ho-Oh is an issue, especially with the Fighting Fury Belt. We in most cases have to either solidly OHKO it or solidly 2-hit KO it, because it gets that 50 HP back from its ability, the Purifying Fire. If it has a fire type energy attached to it, it can restore 50 HP a turn, which is a lot of HP, guys. That's like 2.5 energies worth for our Genesect. If he's playing double colorless, that would be kind of nice. I really don't think he is though, just because you know you have really no reason to in this kind of deck build, as he is playing as Sycamore. Man, he's running through. He's running through. It's working for him. Excuse me, because he does get the belt. A bit unfortunate. Let's see what he throws away. Show me what you throw away, my friend. I want to know. Can you show me? Two different energies and an AZ. Interesting. Puts down a third Ho-Oh, and that was a second Smeargle. Oh man, that's interesting because he only needs one Bronzong to make it work, and he's setting up all these Shamans. The cool thing about that is that Genesect loves Shamans. It's so easy to knock them out. Just Lysander them once and knock it out. I've actually beaten most Ho-Oh decks just by like Lysandering out the Shaman twice. Anyways, let's see if we have our own explosive first turn. I'm gonna go ahead and grab the level ball. We're gonna grab Bronzor. We're gonna go ahead and do this first before we Trainer Mail. Increases our chances of getting something that we might want. I'm probably gonna drop an N. Oh, actually, I'd rather drop a Sycamore. I'm probably gonna drop a Sycamore down there as well as 2 energies, just in case we do like get a VS Seeker off the Trainer Mail. It'll become more useful, such as this. Exactly what I was just saying. So yeah. And we're just gonna Sycamore this turn, so we might as well attach while we can. I'm gonna attach to Mew because I'm probably going to use Encounter. I'm gonna do this though. And I'm going to go ahead and VS Seeker that Sycamore. Hopefully we can get a couple more Bronzors this turn. Let's see what we got. We got one more Bronzor. We got one more Mew, which is kind of nice. We're not going to need Aegislash this matchup. It's unfortunate that we got both of our Super Rods this turn, but it's not the worst thing in the world. I'll put down Mew. I have no reason not to. And I'm going to go ahead and use, I think I'm going to use Encounter. Yeah, I'll just use Encounter this turn. We'll grab ourselves, we'll grab ourselves another Bronzong. It just guarantees that we get it. Because we're going to Sycamore next turn anyways. And then next turn we'll have dual Bronzong. We'll start attaching energies to the Genesect. Maybe we'll draw an energy 2 off the Sycamore. We'll have all 3 energies ready. We can start doing damage. If we can get 4 energies at some point, that'd be kind of nice. In fact, we can start attaching the Mew too. Ooh, and he couldn't do anything that turn. That sucks. We do get the energy. The question is, do I want to attach to Mew or do I want to attach to Genesect? Let's do this first. I don't have Switch, or else I would play the Switch. How many energies do we have in here? We have 2 right now. So we can put all 3 right now in Genesect. So I'm going to try to do that first. I'm going to go ahead and Sycamore now. Draw new hand. We got no more Bronzors, but we did get a second Genesect, which is going to come in handy. I'm going to hold on to that for now. Unfortunately, though, because I already attached to Genesect, I'm not going to be able to do what I wanted to do, and that is have 4 energies on a Pokemon. What I kind of want to do, I don't want to drop Genesect because we're going to run low at some point. I'm just going to go ahead and attack while I can. That's first. We don't need to Ultra Ball anything. I mean, I do want to Ultra Ball to get another Bronzor, but I'm not too sure if that's actually worth it, you know? If we have an N in here, we might be in a good position, but we don't have an N. That kind of sucks too. We do get a free retreat though. He doesn't have enough energies to attack me. At least I don't think he'll have enough by the end of the turn, by the end of his next turn. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to drop. It's so tough. I'll drop Sycamore. I don't want to drop AZ because I might use AZ. But we still whatever. I might as well. I want to start. I have to get 3 Bronzors on the Bronzongs on the bench as soon as I can. So I'll go ahead and drop this Bronzor. That way I can hopefully get a Bronzong next turn and start messing around with that. But I'm just gonna Rapid Blaster. If he does 50, we have the Float Stone. He's just gonna retreat it though. I'll just do the 100 damage. If he gets a double colorless on the Zoroark, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, he's not going to be enough to knock us out. And then we can just use AZ to heal ourselves back. This Pokemon is fully charged up though. As you use AZ, he's just going to bounce back the Ho anyways, which is why I didn't want to discard the energies. Let's see. He's not going to be able to knock us out this turn. Not to mention he's going to have to use Smeargle this turn. So he has to, if he's going to attack us. And then it's 30 damage to one of my Pokemon. So he can just start chipping away at anybody he wants. I have to hit that 220 mark. What I can do is I can retreat, attach energies. I have to attach 6 this turn though. So I can knock it out this turn. And then by knocking it out, I'm getting rid of a huge threat already. So I'm just the route I'm going to take, I think. Because what I would do is I would retreat, use my Bronzong's abilities to attach to my Genesect. Let's go ahead and see what we can get off this right now. We got the Fighting Fury Belt too. Which do I want more? I want this because I'm going to use Sycamore this turn. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to switch. I'm going to Metal Link. I'm really... Oh, I don't have any more energies in here, do I? Oh, I messed up. Oh, I messed up hard. Oof, I messed up hard. That was a hard mess up right there. Let's go ahead and attach this here. I can bounce around the things if I feel like it. Let's see if we can get a Battle Compressor off this. That would be best case scenario. No, we didn't. That sucks. Yeah, there's no way for us to get the amount of energies that I want this turn. Let's go ahead. Let's Ultra Ball. We're going to drop this Bronzong and this right here. Molly, please, not right now. Give me 1 second, Molly, please. Let me go ahead. Let me go ahead and... what do you have in here? I think I have to Shaman this turn. Because I'm digging for that Battle Compressor. We only use 1. We run 3 in the deck. So I'm digging for the Battle Compressor right now. Battle Compressor will win me this game. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get Shaman. Unfortunately, we've used up so many of our Versus Seekers this game. It's going to be a little bit difficult to win this game. But we're gonna keep going. We're going to keep trucking. We got this. So we're going to Shaman here. We're going to draw our 5. Hopefully we get a Battle Compressor. As we do. Alright, cool. So the digging has succeeded. Why is there only 1? Oh, that's bad. So even though we dug all of those cards, there's only 1 energy in there, which means it's not enough. So after all of that, it's not enough. We have so many energy prized. 5 energies will do 100 more damage. So we're only going to be doing 200 damage. That's unfortunate. Which means we have to two-shot. We don't really have a choice here. Luckily for us, we can just attach to Mew. We'll attach to the Mew that's not damaged. So that next turn he'll try to either knock out that Mew or damage the other Mew. That's probably our best play here. We have another Genesect in case too many go down. We're in a decent position. I'm just going to go ahead and... We already used a supporter this turn, so I'm just going to go ahead and Rapid Blaster and do my massive amounts of damage. Hopefully, as soon as we knock out somebody, we'll get at least one energy, because I only want one energy. So hopefully we'll just get one off of this prize, and then it'll all work out. He's ultra balling. I guess he's grabbing the Zoroark. Zoroark's a good play for him right now, just because he can use. Oh, I guess he's grabbing this. Never mind. Forget I said anything. Because Zoroark gets knockouts. So that's why I was really worried. That was why I was really worried that he would get it. He's just attaching to this so that he can switch the energies around. His deck's super cool. I'm not too sure if it works though. Oh, he's probably going to retreat. Heal and retreat. I'm gonna Lysander this thing out and kill it probably. He can't kill me this turn now, unless he attaches an energy. Oh yeah, he just switches between the energies. Alright, cool. That's really interesting actually. I like it. Unfortunately for him, he won't survive the two-shot. As he knocks out, he gets 3 prize cards off that, which is really, really bad. It's the only reason why I don't like playing Mew. But I need to play Mew in this matchup just because we were so low on energy. I'll go ahead and bring out the Bronzong. I'm going to knock out this thing now while I can. So we're going to go ahead and use Metal Links. We'll attach one here. Then we'll have a fully set up Genesect also by attaching the other, or not fully set up, but we'll attach 2 more to Genesect. That way we have one that'll be completely set up next turn, and it's just easy to set up Pokemon like this. And then if we get an energy off this prizes, we'll be in a really good position too. Go ahead and do that there. So our goal is knock. Excuse me. Wow, excuse me, guys. Knock this thing out, and then knock out Shaman with Lysander. And then I'll put us really ahead in the prizes. So I'm just going to go ahead and retreat into Mew here. Nothing else I really want to do. So we're just going to go ahead and Rapid Blaster for knockout. We'll get rid of 1. Maybe. It's a free retreat. So I'll get rid of all 3. Yeah, I'll get rid of all 3. Because the reason why is that if we needed those 3 energies and they were stuck on Mew, we can't do anything about it. So can we get an energy, please? First Seeker, which is nice. Level Ball, not so nice. All right, so that sucks, but it's not the worst thing in the world because once again, it shouldn't be too hard for us to win. We have an extra Versus Seeker, which is nice, which means if he doesn't knock out both Mew and Genesect, then we can just knock out 2 Shamans and win the game. Let's see, he has all 3 energies attached to this one. God damn. That's such an issue, actually. I mean, with fighting Fury Belt, it's not the biggest issue in the world. Well, he's not gonna... Oh, he has all 3. He has all 3 on the bench already. This is actually bad. This is actually really bad. We have another Genesect, though, so... So we're not in the worst scenario, I guess? I think we can still win this war. I think we're ahead. No, I have to think about it. This will knock this out. He's grabbing a prize. He can't knock out the next Genesect because of the belts unless he gets Mega Horn. Unless he gets Megaphone, I think we win. Well, that's not true though. That's not true actually. Ooh, this is gonna be a little bit more difficult than I thought. I have to put down this oh no! The Hex! I think you won this because you played that Hex. It looks like he played his Floatstone, which means I think next turn he really has to get his Zolwork. I think our only play right now is to Lysander out the Bronzong. Oh, that was really, really good. That was a good play on his part. I'm not gonna lie. That was a really good play on his part. I'm not even gonna like be upset about it either. We have 5 turns left. We didn't get the energy like I wanted. If we could have attached the energy, if we got that energy prize, we would have been in a good position. Quick pause. Okay, I'm back. I had to go get Molly out of here. I'm gonna go ahead and level ball because I just want to see what's in the deck. Bronzong break. Bronzong break. Couldn't Bronzong break win us the game next turn? We'll see. We'll see. Well, it depends what happens next turn. But for the time being, I definitely have to Lysander. I think I lost this game though because he's forcing me to Lysander. We're gonna Lysander out the Bronzong. And I'm gonna end my turn like this. Yeah. That Hex was such a good play. If he keeps hexing, then he's gonna win this game. As he just, yeah, he Metal Links up. He's gonna set up another Ho-Oh. I just have to kill those 2 Shamans. That's all I have to do. I could also kill a Ho-Oh too, which is gonna take a lot more energy, but it's possible. Let's see what he gets off this. Is he gonna get AZ? Because if he gets AZ, he wins. Yeah, he wins. All right. Well, that's unfortunate. We're gonna go ahead and concede that game though. As you can see, man, that sucked. Things like ability lock is really, really bad for us. The fact that he played that Hex won him the game. I really wanted to win that game too because I wanted to grab this. But this video's already been 46 minutes long. I don't want to make this video any longer. Let me know if you guys want to see me use this deck again. I always love like playing the game. Whatever you guys want to see, I like doing it. There are some edits that need to be made, but it works really, really well when it does. But he's set up so well. Even though the deck is very, very clunky because it runs so many things, he still managed to set up in a very, very fast way. Things that would make this deck a little bit better is possibly more energy. As you can see, we only lost that game because we had too many. We had 3, I think it was 3 energy prize. If we had just 1 more energy, we would have won that game because we would have been able to knock out things way faster than he could have been able to set them up. So things you could do, like you could cut down a super rod for an energy. You could cut down some level balls, things like that. If you want to add more of these, that'd be nice. I do really like 3 Floatstones in this deck. At first I was really iffy about it, but the ability to switch on command is super nice. Yeah, but that's the deck for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to drop a like, subscribe, share, all that good jazz. I'm trying to reach that 500 subscriber mark by the end of the summer. We're at 326 right now. I think we can do it. You guys have been awesome as of late. Be sure to drop a like, subscribe, share, all that nonsense. Go check out the other content on the channel. I have lots of other content on the channel, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.